Hello, Reese from the Point Music Podcast here. A little bit of a tricky one, this one, because I didn't know much about the band, and that's why I chose to do it. So, this episode, we catch up with Kaito from Wetlands, who are relatively newish band. They're ones that sort of like graduated from the Soul open mic in the last 6 months or so, and they're just gaining traction, and then Corona appeared out of some dude eating a bat, and we're here now, which kind of sucked, but also good for them because it gave them time to sort of hone their skills a little bit, and they are working on something kind of cool and new. So I decided to catch up with Kaito and talk about all things Wetlands, and particularly like the whole open mic process as well, and a few other things. So I hope you enjoy this one. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Kaito from Wetlands. And we all go. Hello, Kaito. Cool. How are you?
Hi. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Pretty good. I'm pretty exhausted. I had a big day. But yeah, that's day in life for me.
Yeah? Yeah, what did you get up to today?
I work.
Oh, okay. What do you do for work?
I sell a certain type of precious gemstone.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Very, very mysterious about
it. Yeah, no, I don't need people sort of stalking me in that sort of regard. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. That's fine. That's fine. Forgive me.
It's all good. Are you in because I should introduce the actual band. So you actually formed Wetlands.
Yeah.
Now, because you guys are half Brisbane, half Sunny Coast, right? So you.
Well, yeah, sort of. It was mostly Sunny Coast, and then our drummer Braden was just living in Brisbane, but I've recently moved to Brisbane, so yeah, it's half and half now. But
such a traitor.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I know. Yeah.
I
kind of miss it. The only part I really miss is Soul Bar, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've been doing that.
I was like, I'm kind of sick of the Sunny Coast, but not that it's not a lovely place. I just need something different. So.
Yeah, you need to branch out. I mean, you've been doing the open mics for quite some time, and you've been doing the online ones too, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you found those?
Yeah, really fun. Yeah, it's a bit of a different experience. It's kind of like more comfortable because I kind of get to be at home, and it's
you're not feeling judged.
It's a lot more laid back than kind of being like on stage. But I guess more people kind of see the live streams. I don't know how much of it they watch, but they get a few like 1,000 views, and so I guess it's a bit nerve-wracking to kind of be like, oh, I'm just
but then it's all anonymous though, and you're not.
So it's not too bad. It's been nice. It's been cool, but I'm keen to actually get back out there and be talking to everyone and kind of back in that vibe. But yeah.
Now, okay, so one of the reasons why I decided to do a podcast with you is that I found that your music and in particular Wetlands was only just starting to take stride, and then we got hit by this bullshit Corona thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys were starting to gig, and you're starting to get a bit of a following and that sort of stuff. And I was just going, yep, cool. Because I was even trying to tee up a gig with Mules, you guys, Fat Pony, and one more. I can't think of the top of my head, but yeah, just a full on. Probably Scrappy Coco, I think it was.
Oh yeah.
Which would have been sick because I love Fat Pony. I dig you guys, and we're good mates with the guys. And well, Darty's basically Scrappy Coco these days, but yeah. It would have been sick, but then all this shit happened, and here we are.
Yep.
So what I wanted to do was actually get a bit more of an insight into the working progress of Wetlands and your music in particular, because I notice you don't have a big presence on Facebook right now. And, you need to work on that.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm a bit slack with the whole Facebook thing. I think because I'm not really a big Facebook user these days. I'm more on the Instagram side of things, and I find that kind of easier to navigate than Facebook. But we sort of have the page there, and I'm trying to build that up a bit more. But I guess I get a bit self-conscious about posting things. I'm like, oh, I don't really know, because I'm kind of in charge of all that kind of stuff. But I'm like, oh, I don't really know what I should be posting, what's kind of like appropriate, and I'm still kind of learning all the ins and outs of this kind of thing. So. Yeah,
it does suck that we have to rely on something like Facebook. I mean, when I started Mules, I didn't want to do any Facebook stuff. I just wanted to do purely Instagram and just see how long it took. But in order for you to promote gigs and that sort of stuff, the event organizers always want to use Facebook, and which is it happens. That's how it is. You got to play that game. Sucks, but
Yeah.
yeah. Hopefully some people go click that like button for you after this.
Yeah.
So as I was saying, you guys were just hitting your stride, and one of the last gigs you did was that one at Scrapyard, or did you do one after that?
Yeah, I think it was Scrapyard, the Together We Rise
Yep.
event,
Yep.
I think. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was really fun. And then so we did a Soul Bar gig and then that one, and then we kind of had to put everything on hold. But I think it was okay because we were kind of getting that traction, but we were also really needed to start recording. And we were kind of torn between because we wanted to keep gigging and kind of doing that, but we were like, we really need to focus on actually getting some kind of music recorded and out there so we can kind of it was sort of like a blessing and a curse, because even though we had to kind of stop gigging, it kind of gave us a chance to actually focus on recording our music and getting that done and take the time that we needed to kind of perfect it, rather than being hasty and rushing it heaps and kind of ending up with something that we weren't super happy with. So but it should be out. I don't know, we're still waiting for the mixes to come back, so
where are you recording at?
Pardon?
Where are you recording at?
With Aaron at Sleepwalk.
Oh, okay. As a cool. All right.
Yeah, it was a really good experience. It was really fun to record with him. So yeah,
it
sounded really good when we were hearing it. So I'm just eager to get it back and be able to.
How's that room when you walk in there? It's just like all pedals on one side, amps in there, and then all the set lists from all the things he's gathered. Yeah.
Insane.
I love going visit Az in his magical room. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's awesome. Really good at what he does. So yeah, it was good fun.
Did you get any random phone calls from famous people while you were there?
Oh, probably. But we wouldn't intrude on who you're talking to.
Sometimes he has it on speakerphone. You can actually tell who it is. But yeah.
Yeah.
I love Az. So okay, so it's an EP.
Yeah. Gonna be 6 tracks. Okay. We'll put out a couple singles first, but because I guess we don't really know how everything sounds yet and what we're, it's all a bit, we kind of have to wait until we get it back to kind of have everything set in stone and be able to announce anything. But yeah, so at this stage, we're going to put out a single first, which is probably going to be Convoluted in the next couple months. And then from there, we'll figure out. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not too good with the whole promoting thing. And I'm new to the music industry on this side of it. So yeah, it's a bit difficult to kind of figure out,
Have a chat with me after this. I'll give you some tips, mate.
Please, thank you.
It's all good. All right, so this is interesting that you're actually doing this, because now, as I mentioned before we started pressing the record button on this, we had a little chat. The first time I actually chat to you was at an open mic at Soul Bar. And what caught my attention was the fact that you were brave enough to do an acoustic version of Fur Eyes. There's certain things that just grab me like that. Like, he didn't pull out the whole bloody Wonderwall Riptide bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I basically had a quick chat to you at the bar. Basically, just said I really enjoyed that, and are you recording anything? And you sort of was coyly like, oh yeah, I'm recording something. And I was like, okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Yeah, no, you fucking doing it, so that's good.
Yeah.
So that still doesn't jog your memory, though, does it?
No, it does a little bit. Yeah. Like I said, I was saying to you, it was a lot of people that. Did you say it was? I'm gonna say it was probably late last year, was it?
It would have been around this time last year, probably even April last year.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It's probably when I first started playing that song, because it was a regular song that I would kind of play because it was a favorite of mine. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
So
I guess that.
No, you go.
Sorry.
No, you go.
No, please.
No. You. We're going to do the polite thing here. You were on a train of thought.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that you said it was a ballsy move to the Fur Eyes thing, and I don't know. To me, I was kind of I didn't want to be cliched as kind of getting up there and doing Wonderwall and everything that I do play songs that a lot of people actually know and are the classic acoustic songs, but I didn't want to be the same kind of just pub, playing that same stuff that everyone hears at a pub. I wanted to kind of. I don't know. At the start, I was really set on just playing songs that I really liked and just
it's
learning
what you
those
should be
songs.
doing. That's the
thing.
thing.
Yeah. And people would be like, "Oh, you should play things that people know," and I'd more think popular songs, and I'd be like, "Oh, yeah," but it's not really fun for me to just be learning AC/DC or something. I don't know.
Please, yeah.
I don't know. Those dad rock bands, not that they aren't good, but I wanted to do something that was a bit more modern and something that I could have fun with as well, rather than kind of just trying to please everyone else. But I guess that when it comes to gigging and actually getting gigs and that sort of thing, you kind of have to play stuff that's gonna please people as well.
Have
So it's
you?
kind of finding that middle boundary of trying to find my own style that isn't kind of the same as everyone else's, but still
Well, yeah,
kind of
that's key.
doing in different things. But yeah.
Have you ever sort of done a video recording of your version of Her Eyes and put it out there?
I think that I did. I think that I did record one, but I wasn't like happy with it, and I wanted to re-record it, so I didn't end up putting it up.
You
Yeah, or I
should
might have put it up and then deleted it because I got nervous or
you
something.
should put it up there because
Yeah, I need to do a renewed version because like a lot's changed in like the last year. Like
mhm.
I think that I've improved a lot. So yeah, I've been meaning to get around to doing that, but I've just been a bit lazy the last few.
Well, I know the guys would probably appreciate that. I remember when like Sahara Beck actually did a covered in chrome. I'm pretty sure
Mm,
a version of that ages ago, and this is before she sort of, well, she was already taken off, but she did her own version
yeah,
of it anyway, and the guys frothed on it. And particularly your take on it too, I reckon. Yeah, put it out there. You never know. They're pretty cool
cool.
dudes. Like my brush of fame was I went to the toilet with Luke. I think it was Luke. It was at QMAs. We're all drunk. Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's my brush of fame
that's
with
it.
Colin Soho. Yeah, not really.
Yeah,
It's,
that's awesome. Well, thank you. I appreciate that because yeah, I guess I get a bit insecure about a lot of my music. I'm
you
not the
do.
most confident. Yeah,
Everyone does.
yeah. So I guess hearing that's really nice. Thank you.
You basically just got to push that boundary and just go, fuck it. I
Yeah,
mean, if people are gonna hate it, so what?
yeah,
Unlikely.
exactly. Yeah, definitely. And that's kind of what I've been trying to tell myself, as I've been doing open mics and gigging and stuff. It's been like a very because before I even started it, I was thinking there is no way in hell I can ever be a musician. There's no way I could ever get up on stage and sing in front of people. And then when I did it the first time, I was like, oh, I can do it. But obviously, I still get really nervous and stuff. But yeah, it's been yeah, big learning progress to be where I'm at now and kind of doing it often. And yeah, I don't know.
So how would you feel like when you because I was actually blown away when I first saw actual Wetlands come together because I'd
Mm,
seen you play a few times. I knew Kristen,
mhm.
but which surprised me, she's on bass too. Like,
Yeah, yeah. She was
she's a
originally on a lead guitar,
yeah,
but we did a bit of the switcheroo.
yeah,
Yeah,
because she's a guitarist. I always known her as
yeah.
being a guitarist, but yeah, I remember walking in. I think it was one song into your the band room open mic sort of sets,
Hmm.
and I went, she's gone and done it. She's actually put a freaking band together, and okay, this is cool. All right, how do you feel when you did that?
Like got the band together
Oh, when you played on stage the first time as the band,
as a
yeah.
band. It was so cool. I was like, is this even happening? I was like I said, I never thought that I'd ever be able to do any of this. So like for me to actually be up there playing with a band, I was like, okay, this is wow. Like yeah, it was really cool. Very nerve-wracking, but I think having the band there as well, it was kind of like makes it really fun and enjoyable to kind of have them to kind of bounce confidence off each other. And
Hmm.
yeah, it's really fun
You
to
G each
show
other
what
up
we're
on
working on.
stage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So how did you actually like come about like putting the band together? Because you already had the music, obviously.
Yeah. So I'd written just a few songs, and I don't know. I'd really been wanting to get into a band, and I was like, oh, I don't know if any of these songs are good or, But the first person I met was this guy called Taj, and I met him at an open mic in Mooloolaba,
Hmm.
and I was like, oh, your music's really cool. I really like if we could jam, and we started jamming together, and then Kristen, I met at Soul Bar, and she hit me up one day and was like, "Oh, do you want to jam together? Maybe we could just, play some cover songs and play something at Soul Bar." So we did that a couple times. And she was saying, "Oh, I'd really like to do some, lead guitar parts over one of your songs," and kind of got to talking and stuff. And she said that her brother might be interested in playing drums, and I was saying that I wanted to kind of do a band, but I didn't know how to go about it. So yeah, we ended up just kind of eventually organizing a jam room together a
Yep.
few weeks later and jamming for the first time. And at that stage it was like, oh, okay, like I didn't really think that it was gonna like come of anything. Like maybe we'd just jam once and they probably wouldn't be keen or yeah, I don't know. But they kept jamming and asking to play music and stuff, and I was like, oh, okay, so maybe they are interested. And yeah, so that was really fun. So yeah, Kristen was on lead guitar. Unfortunately, we had to say goodbye to Taj because I don't think that he was right for the band, unfortunately.
It
Love him to
happens.
death though, but yeah, it was just you know how it is when you're trying to take things. Yeah,
Hmm.
we won't go into it, but yeah. So we were just three-piecing it for a while, and Kristen was like, "I'll go on bass or something different," because she played bass before, and we just did that for a while, and then yeah, we did the Soul Bar as a three-piece, I think, maybe once, and then we met our friend Brendan through my partner Baxter, who's in Scrappy Coco. He drums for them,
Right.
and Irakanji. Um, yeah, so we met Brendan and he'd seen us gig before and he kind of said, "Oh, when are you gonna?" Because he's an exceptional guitarist. He's amazing. Plays lead guitar, and he was like, "When are you gonna ask me to join Wetlands?" Like as a joke, and I was like, "Oh, didn't think he'd ever be keen to do that." But yeah, he came to jam, and then it was just yeah, amazing ever since because he kind of just really brought that together with his amazing skills. So yeah, it's been really fun. Yeah, so that's yeah, it was kind of like a slow progress to kind of get it all together, and it wasn't until like October that we kind of even December that we were
Mm.
full so
Yeah. So I think because it was one of the I'm pretty sure it was that band room, the last band room of the year open mic thing is where I saw you guys play for the
oh
first time,
okay yeah
which
yeah
is the one in December. I think Meals did that one as well.
yeah I think so. I think I do remember that. I have heard that band name around before.
Well, it's my band.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah, I got it.
um,
Ah,
it's all right. It
no,
happens.
sorry, I'm bad at this.
No, it's fine. I've lost my train of thought. I was about to go somewhere with that. Is that your partners in Scrappy Coco?
Yeah, he recently joined on drums because their last drummer left, so he's
Yes, I
yeah
know, but we're waiting for Scrappy to come back. That's why I
yeah
got a little
yeah
bit
they're
excited.
really they played we played a show with them, I think. I think they played it together with Rise or a show before that, and they debuted, and then coronavirus, so they
Yeah,
had to kind of put things on hold. But yeah, Scrappy
coronavirus.
Pepper, awesome. Yeah. Red Entries, have you heard of them? He used
Yeah,
to
they're down in Melbourne now.
Brendan and Baxter were in Baxter, my partner. They were in Red Entries, and
Right. So
yeah.
the whole band didn't go down to Melbourne then.
No, just Alex, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I always thought the whole band just went down there.
No, no, no.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's actually kind of cool
Glad-
because
Yeah.
there's I was getting into the hype of red entries, and all of a sudden it just went.
Mm.
Here we go.
Yeah, I was really sad. Yeah, one of my favorite bands, not being biased towards my boyfriend or anything, but no, I genuinely like love them so much. So I was really sad to hear that they broke up, but
It
it's cool to see them
happens.
doing other things now and venturing out, and yeah, I guess it worked out in Wetlands' favor. So
Yeah,
yeah, we're very
definitely.
lucky to have Brennan. He really put the sound together. Not that everyone in the band's amazing. Like I can't believe, like I had these crappy four chord songs, and they've just all come in and just made it something I never imagined it could be that cool. And I'm like, oh my god, you guys are amazing. So like, yeah,
It's magic when you get that sort of like feedback. I mean, like, hell,
yeah,
I'm in Barefoot too, and we have two chord songs, mate, and you just make them
yeah,
work.
yeah,
That's the thing.
yeah,
It's you just got to remember you're telling a story, and
yeah.
you're trying to get that emotion portrayed.
Yeah, exactly. Not that there's anything wrong with using four chord songs or anything like that. I guess that yeah, little insecure me, I was like, oh, people use really cool chords and can do bar chords and do sick stuff with their guitar, and I'm not that
Please.
good. But yeah, I think learning just to kind of rock what you know and be confident with it and just kind of make it work. Yeah, it's kind of worked with me. So
So you said that when the band first formed, you only had a few songs,
hmm.
and you gone into record the EP with 6 tracks. So how many of those were just sort of ones that you actually just wrote on your own and came in, or did the band sort of basically?
I pretty sure that I wrote most of them like on my own, on my acoustic guitar, like just the bass of the songs, and
Yeah,
then I took them in. I think like we made some adjustments, kind of like they kind of gave their feedback and said we should try and do this instead of this, and
that's how it works.
gave
Yeah.
me some, yeah, of course, yeah. So yeah, yeah, I'd written like the bass of the songs, and then they came in and had their parts. But for the next songs, definitely going to be more collaborative, and we're really excited to kind of get in there and kind of doing something different because that's what I wanted it to be. Like we're
Mm.
kind of just using the songs that I had because it was what we had at the time and what had like a bit of a base to work off and build up of. But yeah, hopefully the next stuff will be a bit more, you know, collaborative and everyone's ideas other than just like my basis. If that makes sense. I don't know.
Yeah, it does. I mean,
Yeah.
given that you were the basis for the project, and then basically it's evolved from there. Of course,
Mm,
the next evolution from that will be everyone's input, and it's going to be like an
yeah.
even thing. it's just the normal way of
Mm.
unless you're an absolute control freak, and then basically it's a different story.
No, yeah. See, I don't want to be that kind of person. I'm not like that at all. I hate, yeah. No, I wouldn't want to be that kind of person to the band. I think it's really important for everyone to kind of be
Hmm.
equal. Like, I find it hard to kind of be like the front woman because I'm like, oh, but all these guys are so much more talented and important than me.
Yeah,
Like,
but you've got the mic in
and
front
I'm
of
at the
you.
front, like, no, they should be up at the front getting all the attention. I'm just, I don't know, but yeah.
So given that you've admittedly fairly fresh into the music industry itself, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming this is the first time that you've been in a studio.
Yes. Oh, well, yeah, on the like
On the
being
recording side.
recorded side, yeah.
Yeah.
I did go to TAFE when I was 17, fresh out of school, and did a diploma of live sound production.
Ooh.
So I got a bit of a feel for kind of being on the opposite side of the music
Was that
industry.
under quiz? Under
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rowan and Charlie, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, and Damien, he was in Barefoot.
Yeah, Damien Curry. Yeah.
He did some student teaching there as well, so I knew him from there as well. Yeah, so that was really fun, and so that was kind of my first experience being in the studio and kind of learning. But being in an actual studio and being recorded is a whole different thing.
Ain't it
As you
what?
can imagine, it's just
Did you psych yourself out?
Sorry,
Did you psych yourself out when you were going in there first?
a little bit. I was a bit nervous and kind of didn't really know what to expect. But once we got in there and kind of did it, it was like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, you got someone like Azza sort of like helming at the helm there for you. So be comfortable at least, because you would have known Aaron from Soul Bar anyway previously. So when because some people don't understand the recording process. Okay. So did it spin you out a little bit the way that how things work?
Not really. I think that I had a rough understanding of what was going to happen. When we went in there, we were kind of like, oh, we'll just kind of do like a live tracking and kind of see how it sounds, and then just use the drums and then kind of work off there. Like it was pretty what I had expected, like what I'd learned in the past and what we'd kind of spoken about what to expect, because Braden, Kristen and Brendan had all recorded in the past, and kind of and Brendan had recorded with Aaron, so I kind of knew what to expect and what was going to go down. So. But I think it was harder than I expected it to be. The first day was really fun, but then a few hours in, I was like, oh, I'm
it wears you
over
down,
this. And then late nights doing the same vocals over and over again. It was like, oh, this is awful, but it was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, you begin to make friends with the couch, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try being a bass player. Most of the time, your tracks are done like that, and then you sort of gotta sit around, and for everyone else, you're just going, "Yeah, this is cool, man. Do you mind if I go get a coffee or like something to eat?" Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But given that you've had sort of like studied live production and that sort of stuff, so you would know your way around a mixing desk, yeah?
For the most part, yeah. I'd probably need a refresher. Have a rough idea of how everything works, but it's been a few years, so.
So would you do production on your own right then?
Like recording my own kind of stuff, or going? Yeah, I would love to. I do a bit of recording at home, so and it's something that I've always wanted to do a bit more of and kind of get better at, for sure. I think it's just my own self limitations that are holding me back from kind of doing it properly. But yeah, I kind of always wanted to.
Hang on, what self limitations?
I guess that when I, like, for example, I go to record myself, I get a bit psyched out and like, oh, this is a bit tricky. Yeah, and I guess that I kind of get a bit nervous about reaching out to other artists to record them in case I don't do an amazing job or something. But I think it's all about just kind of, pushing myself through that and getting better.
You forget most us musers are cheapskates, so anyone that's going to offer free recording, take it up anyway.
No, that's true. Yeah.
So you should try that if you want to practice on someone. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, definitely. So yeah,
it's easy enough. I mean, I had to teach myself how to do it. This is most of the shit that, like, this whole coronavirus thing, because bands aren't gigging and Barefoot's album's basically done, and so I've been teaching myself production and doing mules and stuff. So yeah. And awesome. It's amazing what kind of rabbit hole you end up going down there, because there's just so much information out there to teach yourself. Yeah. And if you just adhere to it. Yeah. Yeah,
definitely.
Experiment.
Yeah, for sure.
What we haven't done is actually explain what Wetlands actually sounds like, because people sit thinking, oh yeah, it's cool, it's a Wetlands band, but yeah, I have no idea what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah, I have no idea what to say in regard. I don't know. You always say, what kind of music do you play? And I'm like, I don't know. We kind of describe it as alternative emo rock punk. I don't know. Sounds like, I guess I get told, like you've said, I kind of sound like Courtney Barnett. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I get told kind of Camp Cope vibes, but it's not really.
No,
I don't know.
I wouldn't go to Camp Cope
No,
vibes.
not Camp Cope. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. Like one of my friends said, "Oh, I get like a bit of a Silverchair vibe from this song, or we get a Nirvana vibe from this song," or people have said L7. But like even I don't really know what kind of genre we are, so it's hard to really say. But I just say alternative emo rock or some
That'll
emo
do.
music. I don't know.
That'll do.
That'll do. Yeah. I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know if that's what
I
people.
don't like pigeonholing, but from when I come from a PR perspective, you got to try and explain what the band actually sounds like.
Yeah.
And if the artist doesn't even know what they sound like, it can actually be a real pain. So
Yeah.
I'm just
Well,
giving
I
you a big
think
hint.
thank you. No, I appreciate it. I think it's been a bit tricky because we haven't really heard all the tracks back kind of
Mm.
start to finish. Kind of knowing like to be able to figure out what we do sound like hearing the finished product. Because I don't think that live in the past has been the best representation of what we are capable of. Because I think that we're fresh.
Well, you're still fairly green, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, hopefully when we hear something back and kind of can actually discuss things more and kind of figure out what we're going to do, it'll be a bit more um yeah, explained. I know I don't have a lot of info for you, do I? I'm sorry.
That's
We
all
are
right. You've given plenty.
yeah.
So you're saying you basically have worked out what you're going to release first, okay?
Yeah.
So here's the question for you, because given the situation we're in, but luckily we're coming on the sort of the other end of everything right now.
Mhm.
So when this whole shitstorm was happening, a lot of artists were about to release something, okay, and then they all of a sudden were presented with opportunities, just gone, oh, we can't tour that, and this is a really
Mhm.
good single. Do we release this? And some have just gone, yep, we're going to release that. Some have just gone, I've got another one that's ready to go, and it's more of a B-side, so we're just going to put that out there. And then when everything's sort of starting to open up again, we can actually put our A game out there. What would be your approach to this? Do you reckon you're putting your best song out first?
Um no, we're gonna probably put the best song out second, but I don't know. The first and second single are very vastly different from each other.
That's
They're
good.
very different vibes, but I think that Oxytocin, the second single we're possibly going to release, is a bit on the heavier side. It's a bit more emotional than Convoluted, which is the first single, which is a bit more upbeat, more fun, I guess. So they're very different, but we get a lot of compliments on Oxytocin, and that seems to be the standout single from what people have told us. So,
Mm.
probably just yeah, it's a like I said, it kind of just really depends on when things do open up and what we can do. But yeah, we're just probably going to wait till things do open up so we can actually try and do a little bit of a tour for the first single.
Yeah.
Get that, yeah, get back into that again. So yeah, just
So
depends what happens because I worry that the kind of gigging scene is going to be very over flooded for a little while. Probably a lot of. I'm not really sure what's going to happen. So
no, see, I've got
I don't
several
know.
theories about this.
Mm.
And I've brought this up with a few people. By the way, I actually picked Oxytocin to be one of the singles. Believe it or not, I actually know the name of
Oh
the song. Ah,
yeah,
yeah. Because you've got an acoustic version of it on your page,
yeah, an old one. Yeah.
but it's a good song.
Oh, thank you.
So
Thank
actually,
you.
yeah, that was one of the things I was going to ask you, and yeah, you just
Mhm.
put it straight out there. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to give myself a pat on the back for actually picking that
Oh,
one.
good job. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah. So going back to the whole, what we don't know what's going to happen.
hmm
I mean, I've already, for Mules, we've already booked a gig in August in Brisbane.
Oh, well, there you go.
So,
True.
yeah, luckily, because you've played a couple of shows in Brisbane. You've done Tomcat. Have you
Tomcat, Brightside.
done Greaser?
No,
Yeah.
no, I think it was just
Okay.
Tomcat and
Because
Brightside.
some of those venues are 100 or less cap.
Oh, okay.
Which fits into the whole scheme of things
Yeah,
pre-COVID-19, post-COVID-19. So we
yeah.
managed to book one there, and we go, yeah, cool.
Oh,
You know what? We can actually claim we can sell this out. Basically, it's good.
yeah.
It's a good move for bands that
That's true.
Don't have the bigger followings. So, but
That's true.
people are starved for live entertainment and
Mm.
want to get out in that. So, jumping in on that. As for bigger venues, I don't know.
Mm.
And it's going to be very, very difficult to. I'm getting conflicting information all the time. I mean,
Yeah.
some were saying that you're going to have to be sitting down and you have to get table service, and you're going to be, as I was saying to the Hot Reno guys, you can imagine what happens if they're going to have some weird kind of grid marked out and
Yeah.
floor, and you basically get your
Dance
little
squares.
slot in the
Yeah.
grid, and then what happens if you need to do a piss or like go to the bar? Then you
Yeah.
rotate or what?
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's true. Wow. Oh, wow. Yeah. You make a good point.
I
Yeah.
think
So
we're
it's
going to
hard
be
to.
okay.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Sorry. Just excuse me. Um. Yeah, because I guess that we don't really know when the single's going to be coming out. We don't want to book anything too far in advance. So it's yeah.
You kind of have to at the same time, though.
Yeah, I know. I know. But
You just have to have a little bit of faith and try and figure out what you want to do. I mean, I can imagine
yeah.
you'd be only thinking about like a 3 or 4 sort of like show, like gig kind of thing, like Southeast Queensland and maybe Northern New South
Yeah.
Wales. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can help you with that
Yeah.
because
Oh, thank
I know
you.
things.
Cool. Thank you. I
I know.
appreciate it a lot. We need it, please.
It's all good. I don't want to sound
Yeah.
like the creepy uncle that knows people, but
No, no.
I've been
Not
doing
at
this
all.
long enough.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
It's all good. So, would you still be doing the open mics as well?
Would I be
Yeah,
or will I be?
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I love doing open mic. It's so much fun and it's so cool to see what everyone else is doing and meet new people and everything. So I've been really like itching to get back at one and do, like go back to Solvar and just even the
Mm.
ones around Brisbane. So yeah, I miss it a lot.
I didn't. Do you know of the ones around Brisbane?
There used to be one at the Rogue something in Roma Street that I went to a few. The Rogue some I can't remember what it's called. There was one that I went there a couple times, so it was really good. And there was one at another hotel that I don't know the name of.
You just know how to walk there, basically, and they're out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. This is this
This
this one.
is like this was early, like this was like last year, early last year that I was going down to Brisbane to try and do some. But hopefully, when everything opens up again and open mics will be a thing, there'll be lots of opportunities for me to go and do lots. Because I kind of moved down to Brisbane for the whole. Um, it'll be better for gigging in open mics and all this kind of stuff. But then Corona hit, and then
Yeah.
yeah, so yeah, it's been a bit
See, that's the thing with particularly with bands of like of your genre and like with mules
Mm,
and that sort of stuff, because we're in that alternative thing.
mm,
It's a hard genre on the coast to gain
yeah,
traction on. Okay, unless you sort of like have got a strong fan base of friends that build it
mm,
up real quick. I mean, I watched like Zebrafinch and like
yeah,
even Red Entries and like Glasshouse, rest in peace. They
yeah, yeah,
they built their followings up real quick
yeah,
because it's a
yeah,
young fan base, and yeah, I
mm,
mean, we have very few opportunities. I mean, we've got Soul Bar obviously, and but then we have to sort of battle out between all of us to try and get like the decent slots and that sort of stuff, right?
yeah,
And we have to prove ourselves that we have the following. You got something like Scrapyard, which is sick.
hmm
And occasionally there's smaller ones that pop up every now and then, but unfortunately a lot of us have to do the whole 110k trip down to Bruce to play
yeah,
Brisbane,
yeah.
pay $16 for parking, lug our gear up
All the
shitty
stuff, yeah,
stairways.
yeah. Get paid $20 between.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
amazing what we do, huh?
yeah.
I mean,
But
you've
worth
played
it.
Tomcat, and I actually enjoy playing Tomcat. It's actually one
I
of my favorite
yeah,
venues.
no, me too. That was actually one of my favorite gigs we've ever played. It was probably we had the best audience that night. It was really, I don't know, the whole vibe. It was really cool. Yeah.
Did they get loose into horses after that?
Did they put horses on?
Oh, mate, seriously.
Not that I know of. I think
Yeah.
we had to leave pretty soon after, but did they do that? Okay.
Oh, there was. I'm pretty sure there was one gig there where we played like second last, and we watched the last band. And as we were getting our gear, the DJ came on, and they played like a 14-minute mix of horses.
God.
and people were
Why?
losing their mind. I don't
People are
know.
just
I
leaving.
don't know.
Just
Man,
want everyone to get out. They're like, we know what we can do. Just put on horses, 14
horses.
minutes.
Wow.
Place will just clear out.
Yeah, no, we
Oh
sort
my
of all
god.
looked at each other, shrugged, and just went, "Wow, okay, let's do a version of horses and see how we go."
Yeah.
We haven't. We're not doing that shit. You guys can do it. Go for it.
Or maybe not. Maybe not. Leave that. No, someone else. I don't know if we could do it justice.
But that's the way it's going to be, little darling. Oh wow, that was really
Uh,
bad. Yeah,
yeah. No, it was good. It was good. It was good.
but yeah, I think that's the good thing with Brisbane.
Mm.
I hate to admit it, but it's more diverse for gig opportunities for bands like ourselves. I mean, you can play stuff like Tomcat, Brightside, which is now Crowbar.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Brightside's still there, isn't it? It's like the front part now.
Yeah. I think Brightside's like outside. They have like
Yeah.
an outside stage, and then Crowbar's inside. I don't really. I'm not sure. I haven't been there yet. I'm excited to
No,
see.
I've
what it
only
looks
walked
like.
past it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't actually checked it out. And obviously you got stuff like Jolly Roger Bar, if you've ever been to that one.
Yeah. I don't know. If, have I been there? I think I know of it
It's
though.
opposite Tomcat, basically.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Fully know of it
Then you
then.
got the infamous Ricks.
Yeah.
Have you
I do
been?
like Rick Step into Ricks. Yeah.
Oh, so have you been rectified?
Uh, what? We haven't played there, but Riptified. Is that
Yeah.
it?
No, I made that up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing Ricks is basically like a what do you call it? It's like a proving ground, I guess.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not the biggest fan. But then
Right.
so I didn't really have the best experience with the sound dude there, but it's
Fair enough. Yeah.
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 And then you got Greaser Bar
Yep.
as well.
Crazy. Yeah. Yeah.
And then all the bigger ones, you got the Zoo, you got the Triffid, you
Yeah.
got the Fort, the
Yeah.
Outpost.
Just hate so much. Yeah. Really cool.
But we're getting there. I mean, we've got
Yeah.
Night Quarter opening up too, and you guys should actually look into that because you could possibly play that.
Night Quarter. Yeah. I'll look into it. Thank you.
But you need to get like a solid 45-50 minute set.
Yeah. Okay. We might need to write a couple.
Well, what have you got? What do you can do?
We have 7. We have 7 songs.
Yeah, you just do a couple
We
of
could.
covers, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Now you survived 36 minutes of bantering with me.
How did I?
Yeah, 36 minutes. I reckon you've done all right. Did it
Oh,
feel like?
I think I've done okay. I must figure I get very nervous. I'm not good at the whole talking thing. I've only just sort of gotten good at the singing on stage thing. So like the talking thing. Every time I open my mouth on stage, I'm like, just stop talking, just play.
You
So,
know, most of us actually can't hear what you're saying when you're actually talking in the microphone during sets.
Yeah, I know, but
You still do it.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to talk about this kind of. It's really cool. Like
So-
I was saying, I got really excited when I heard you guys talk about me in one of the previous podcasts. So I was like, what? Like people are talking about me and know me and has recognized our band. Like that's what? Like because I never thought that. Yeah.
that was
so-
me chatting with Liz, so we were just talking shit.
Yeah, I know. Talking shit. Yeah. but people to talk about shit and mention us. I never thought that everyone would give me
I think it was
an eye at me or kind of even give.
Well, it was more to do with the fact that we're paying attention to the bands that have recently sort of graduated from open mic to actually like playing gigs.
Yeah.
And like Frogbox is one, Idle Minds is another one that supported bloody Daryl Braithwaite, funnily enough.
Yeah.
Riding horses. And you guys and Fat Pony, you've all sort of, it's all been within the like prior to COVID-19. It was all within a 6-month
Yeah.
period. I was watching, I was paying attention. I do
Yeah.
watch this shit. I do see what's going on. And it goes in cycles. I mean, shit, Barefoot came from open mics. I don't know if you know that.
What was that? Sorry.
Barefoot came from open mics.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, when Soul Bar was where Old Soul is.
Right. Okay.
Right, so
Oh my God.
yeah, so this is going back. What?
Yeah.
Eight,
Well,
8 years.
oh wow. There you go.
Yeah, 7 or 8 years, and I was
Yeah.
frequenting the open mics.
Yeah.
And Asher was there playing with jamming with Sean,
Mhm.
and I just they asked me to get up with them one night and play bass. And I'm like, why not? And the next thing you know, Brian's just gone, you guys should be in a band. Went, okay. And the next thing I know, we're supporting Matt McHugh.
That's awesome.
It happens.
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, it's really cool to kind of meet so many people that are
You end up clicking with people. That's
for sure. Yeah, definitely. Met so many amazing bands like the Boys from Sailing in Space. They're really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And they've definitely, I don't know, they're not in the, I guess, alternative rock scene, but
No, they're definitely like alternative weird
there's
pop.
something different, but it's been really cool to see them evolve and kind of get up to their gigging and doing their separate thing from Soul Bar as well. So yeah, it's really cool to kind of be able to get to know a lot of people that kind of into the same things as you in that one spot, and everyone's so supportive and it's amazing, and kind of always giving feedback and learning a lot from open mics. So
And then now you guys actually get to watch the next crop come through.
yeah.
But actually you have to watch it back at the same time.
Yeah, I was gonna say we have competition now.
Yeah, it's pretty much it. You just go, oh crap.
I say that, yeah.
Yeah. Nah, it's basically this scene's got to support each other, and
yeah, for sure. Yeah, exactly. That's what it's all about,
and
really.
they actually, the ones coming up, will actually look up to someone like you guys.
Yeah.
You're going,
Hopefully,
how
that'd
the
be
hell-
cool.
Yeah, well, it does happen.
Yeah, because I remember like a year ago being like, oh, Glasshouse is so cool. Like they're an awesome band. Like I'd love to play with them. And then getting to actually play with, like, support them on a show, I was like, what? Like even though they were just like a kind of Honey Coast band, it was kind of cool to kind of.
They still got a good crowd, man. I went to a few
Yeah,
of their shows.
yeah. No, they're awesome. So
I was
it's been
actually
really cool to
pretty
kind of-
devastated when they
Yeah,
and confused a little bit too when they called it quits during this whole phase, but understandable, these things happen. Just try and get more than one EP out.
Yeah.
That's the only suckful thing.
Yeah.
Kaito, mate, you made it to 40 minutes, and that's the benchmark.
Thank you. Thank you for putting up with me.
That's
Thank
all
you
good.
for giving me the
Good
time.
chats. I will put the links to Wetlands Facebook and Insta in the description of this video and that sort of stuff. Let's get some more followers happening for you guys.
Thank you. Yes, please go.
I'm keen to see what you guys are coming up with.
Thank you so much.
Keen to see you back out there and gigging. Everyone, this is Kaito from Wetlands. Just hang on the line there, mate. I'll have a chat to you after this.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in. I really hope you enjoyed that podcast. A big thanks to Kaito for doing it. I know she was a bit nervous, but it's all good. If you have enjoyed this podcast and previous ones before and have not gone and press the subscribe button, please do so now. Ring the bell, do all that kind of stuff. That way you get notifications when a new podcast comes up, which I'm trying to do one a week at the moment. Thanks for supporting the local music, live music, Sunshine Coast music, Australian music. Thank you